Hey everybody, Big Pauly back for another video. This is a video that I've not done before, and it's going to be a regular thing because I've had quite a few people asking, why don't you do a monthly Blu-ray haul? And I thought, do you know what, everything that I buy during the month, why not just stick it all in one video? So that's what I'm doing. So we're going to start. I'm not going back further than July, because just doing so many from May and June and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to start in July. So this is my haul for July. Plus I've got a big sleeve down there as well. I'll show you. So let's go through them. So first one is Life, which is a really good film. This is, as I've said in my previous videos, this is like Alien meets Gravity. If you like films set on space stations, lots of tension, edge of the seat stuff, this is the film for you. Great cast: Jake Gyllenhaal, Ryan Reynolds, who didn't actually have a very big part in it, Rebecca Ferguson. So yeah, it's a really good film. One hell of a watch, it says on the bottom. But yeah, if you like lots of tension, see this film. Really good. I loved this film. So good that I bought the steelbook, and the steelbook came fucking damaged. As you saw in my previous video there's a couple of dents in it. Up the top there you can see that other light showing on it, so I'm sending that back to get a refund. Either a refund or a replacement. But yeah, really like this film. So that's Life. Also I got Boss Baby 3D. Now I don't know too much about this film. I've seen the trailers for it. It's from DreamWorks, and as you can see on the pictures there, it does look quite entertaining. I do like my animation movies though, so I love absolutely everything to do with Pixar, even like the 2D standard pencil animation, you know, the Bambi and the original Disney's, but I love my CGI ones. So, and this happens to be in 3D as well, so I'll hopefully be checking this one out. It's got the voice of Alec Baldwin. I take it Alec Baldwin voices this little chap here. Immensely entertaining, so we'll give that a try, and I'm sure that's going to be pretty good, because DreamWorks do some good animation films. And I need to catch up, because speaking of animation films, I mean, I've got all the Shrek movies all in one Blu-ray collection. I'm way behind on Madagascar. I've got the first two Madagascar. Was there a third one? I can't remember. I'm not sure, so if there was, I haven't got it. So I'll have to look into hopefully getting that if there is one. And also Kung Fu Panda. I've only got the first two Kung Fu Pandas, and there is a third one, isn't there? So I'm hoping that Blue Fans might release a third one for that one, because I've got a Blue Fans double pack on that. So that's Boss Baby 3D. And the next one I kind of got end of June, beginning of July, so it qualifies for July really. It's American Horror Story, the complete first season. Now this has been out for a long time. I know it doesn't come with a slip, but I got it off, I think it was Amazon. It was £5 for the whole season one. I have got Asylum, also without a slipcover, and I bought that for about £4.80, something like that. I think that was on eBay. So hopefully the rest of them eventually will come down. I can't just grab them £5 at a time, because that's really good pricing. This is a really good series. This is probably one of the best series. It's all to do with the murder house, and this family move into this new house, and all the shit kind of happens and stuff like that. But if you like the American Horror Story series, then you'd probably agree that this is probably one of the better seasons. Not that the other seasons weren't good, particularly the Freak Show. I really enjoyed the Freak Show series, and I'm glad that the clown is coming back as well in the next season. Can't remember what was his name? Zippy? Nippy? I can't remember his name anyway. So there we go, so that's that. Also I picked up was A Cure for Wellness, which I originally described as Shutter Island meets One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Not a comedy, so not One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But I enjoyed it. It's a kind of a one-time viewing for me. So I don't know. I probably won't see it for quite a while if I watch it again. It's not one of those films that I'm just going to pull out of the old stash and stick in for a bit of light entertainment. It's not that type of film. But it's got the guy that was in Valerian. What's his name? Dane DeHaan. I saw Valerian yesterday. I was waiting for the 3D because I wanted to see it in 3D because apparently it's supposed to be seen in 3D for the best effects and everything. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It's not up there with the same calibre of The Fifth Element, no way. But it is a good, entertaining action-adventure film for more than 2 hours, about 2.25 hours. So I really enjoyed it. The special effects were fantastic in it. Oh, it was just a massive like CGI fest, and all the landscapes, all the different alien life forms, and the main aliens kind of reminded me of albino Navi. They kind of look the same as the Navi in Avatar, just whiter. But yeah, I really did enjoy it, and there weren't the same type of comedy elements that The Fifth Element had, you know, that kind of thing, but with Chris Tucker and all that kind of stuff. But it was a very entertaining film, and I'll definitely want to get that on Blu-ray, especially 3D. So yeah, I enjoyed that. So yeah, that's A Cure for Wellness. As I said, it's one of those ones that I'm not going to put in the Blu-ray every month or every couple of months. I don't know if I'll keep it. I haven't decided yet. So we'll see how that one goes. So that's that. Another one I picked up at a boot fair I went to, which I must start to try and tape some footage at boot fairs. I couldn't do it on the last one because this bloke had a cassette player playing loud 80s music, and you wouldn't have heard anything, but we don't want all the copyright shit coming down and all that. So if he does it again, I'll kick him in the nuts. Either that, or I just turn the volume down and we'll do an overdub. But I saw this Badland Road to Fury. I mean, the cover, you can see the cover is a con on Mad Max Fury Road. I mean, even the title, Road to Fury. But it actually does look quite good. You've got Michael Shannon there, and also Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult. So it's got a pretty impressive cast, and as you can see on the pictures there, it does look very Mad Max kind of landscape. I've not heard of it before, so it's kind of a surprise to find it, especially with a film with Michael Shannon in. So basically it's a post-apocalyptic eternal drought. People kill for water. Where it is scarce and desperately needed, a farmer, Michael Shannon, defends his land from the threat and hopes to rejuvenate his parched soil. Well, that sounds painful, doesn't it? In the hope of a better life for his family. However, his daughter's boyfriend, Nicholas Hoult, wants the land for himself and will go to any length to get it. That sounds pretty good, actually. I might stick this one on in the next 2 days, and then I'll let you know what it's like. But yeah, so check out Badland Road to Fury if you're unfamiliar with it, because it does look good. Next up, we've got probably one of everybody's favourites movies this year, Logan, and I opted to go for the steelbook, the beautiful art steelbook. Not everybody likes it, but everybody is different. I particularly really like this steelbook, so I love the design of this. The movie itself is one of the better. You can't really call it an X-Men movie, can you? It's kind of like, well, X-Men-esque kind of thing, just because it's got the characters in it. Poor old Patrick Stewart, you know, he's very weathered and aged in it. I mean, Logan is weary now, you know, he's done with all the X-Men stuff, and he's just looking after Professor X, you know, Patrick Stewart, in this kind of like warehouse with all the medical stuff and all that, and Laura comes to his attention. She's really good. So it's all about like their relationship and him trying to show her, you know, how to handle her abilities as well. So yeah, really enjoyed this film. Beautiful ending to a movie. So I don't think they need to do any more with this Logan character. And then next up we got Kong Skull Island. And this, I actually really enjoyed this. This has got a really good cast. Tom Hiddleston, Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, Brie Larson, John C. Reilly. Yeah, I saw it in 3D as well, which was really good, especially with the creatures and, you know, these monsters and that dominate this island. So these scientists, these soldiers and adventurers that sort of explore this uncharted island in the Pacific and come across Kong, and he dominates the island, but there are also these other creatures as well that like dominate beneath the island, and it's kind of like a one-on-one fight and all that kind of shit. But yeah, it's a good film. It's not as good, I don't think it's as good as Peter Jackson's King Kong. That is a classic, absolute classic. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this. Also, next up is Get Out, which I saw last week, and this really surprised me. This was about a couple, this guy here and his girlfriend, that went off to her parents' house because she wanted to introduce her boyfriend to her parents, and he was worried about the whole race issue, you know, because she's white, he's black, and her parents might be a bit, you know, racist, but shit happens. It gets very weird. It all seems very okay to start with, you know, they welcome him in and all that, but he starts to notice these weird things going on, and they've got, like, I wouldn't say slaves, well, yeah, they are a bit of a slave actually. There's a maid and also a gardener, both black, but they've got very strange attitudes, so I'm not going to go into it because you really have to watch this film to appreciate where it's going. But yeah, I would advise to watch that. I'm definitely going to watch it again. It's a really good film. Next up is another film I haven't seen yet, which was one of the budget Blu-ray ones. It is Allergy Wars, which is described as Mad Max meets Star Wars. So it's got Callan Lutz, which I've only seen him in a few things. He was in Expendables 3 and the Twilight Saga, but I don't really remember him in them. So he must be a memorable actor. But as you can see, that just looked pretty good there. But up here, I didn't notice this to start with on the back. It actually says Science Fiction Volume 1. So I don't know if there's going to be like a sequel, or maybe it's an intended trilogy or something. I don't know. Or if it's from a book, I really don't know. But it does actually look pretty good from the trailers. So yeah, I am looking forward to seeing this one, but I'm not going to sort of like expect big things because it's a budget film. So, but then again, the special effects look better than a lot of fucking Hollywood films. So we'll see how that one is. And next up is Power Rangers, which I didn't see in the cinema, which I am looking forward to. The trailer did look pretty good, but it looked a bit teeny. It looked like Twilight in Lycra. Is that a bad analogy? But yeah, as you can see, it's all teenagers. I was never into Power Rangers. By the time Power Rangers came out into the 90s, was it too childish for me? I don't know. No, it's kind of. I was into other things. I wasn't into the Power Rangers. Probably I was in with my Star Treks and my Star Wars and all that, and I thought it did look very corny as a TV series, with all these weird karate movements and all that, and their tight outfits that look like they've been made from cornflake packets. But the trailer for the film did look pretty good, so yeah, I'm going to give that a shot. I am looking forward to seeing a new updated version of it, and maybe I'll like it, but we'll see. And the last pickup for July, which I've had to save till last because it won't go on the pile, is Beauty and the Beast, which I got on the big sleeve edition. So first time I saw this film, I missed it at the cinema and I missed it in 3D. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this film. Definitely going to be watching it again, and I definitely want to see the 3D edition this time. Emma Watson, she's pretty good in this. I was expecting not brilliant from her, but a lot of people had moaned about her voice, her singing voice, but I think she did a really good job. She's not a singer, but she did a really good job, and the cinematography in it was beautiful, and the acting and the CGI. So I just like the story. I'm not big on musicals, but that was one of the ones where I would actually sit down and watch it again. I'm going to have to sort of like give La La Land a try sometime. As I said, I'm not big on musicals, but everybody raves about it, so I'll probably give it a shot, and then we'll see if it's going to be a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So yeah, so that's my massive, well, I wouldn't say too massive, July haul. As I say, this is the first of my haul videos, and we'll do the next one beginning of September, which will obviously be August's haul. So that has some interesting titles in it. So if you like this video and you want to see me carry on doing the hauls, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Blu-ray haul.